guys, and welcome back to the Island Vibe podcast. I'm Sia, and I am here with my co-host AJ, and today we're going to jump straight into the video. So for today's topic, we want to talk a bit about love languages. So AJ, what's your take on love languages? What's your love language? What you know?
Okay, honestly, I didn't know what I always heard about love languages, but I never knew what your love language was.
Or what it meant.
Only when I got older, like girls who I know would have brought up the topic.
Right.
Make a conversation like, oh my gosh, what is your love language?
That's weird.
I'm like,
what?
yeah, sure. So I'll Google it and see, just do it just so that I'll be forced into doing the quiz because they want to know the conversation starters, right?
So the girls, right?
Yeah.
So was it girls that were interested in you, or were they just friends?
I don't know.
So you don't care. You don't care to know.
They know my love language now. I went through and do the test. The test was long, it was tedious,
But now you saved the information, so
I saved the information and I actually went back after a period of time and did it over for
Did it
myself.
change?
Yes.
Wow. So what was it first?
But let me explain what love language is first. So love language is basically is a style of communication. So each love language is a style of communication and a way to go about the day with those you love. So it's kind of be someone you're in a relationship with, or have a friendship with, a close friend, a best friend, any person really.
Yeah.
Alright? And they basically teach you how to talk to those people, those important people in stressful situations, and tell you, how to build whether it's a relationship or a friendship. So what do you think about that? Do you think it's a just way?
Yes, I feel like it is because you'll be able to communicate with the person better. But again, going back to like things I would have said in the past with certain love languages, right? For example, one of them we will get into shortly, but one of them in particular is like receiving gifts.
Right.
So for me, I do not believe in constantly like material things and whatnot. So like your love language being receiving gifts like all the time, I feel like that could be tedious for me. Don't apologize, give me a gift. I
think that's the main thing. I think it's like if that is your love language, is if you have to output the same thing.
Yeah,
also.
especially like if you output it to somebody that isn't
exactly
like
but that's
you.
all you know because that's how much that you receive.
And I think that's why it's important to understand love languages so that you are consciously communicating with someone in a language that they understand.
Right.
Yeah.
So we have the 5 love languages and we could go through each one. But first, what is I know you asked me, but I'll ask you first now. What is your love language if you know it?
Okay, so my love language I believe is words of affirmation.
Right.
I also like quality time and physical touch. So I think that that's definitely my top 3 and the love languages that I understand the most.
Right. Mine is just happens to be 2 out of your 3. My top 3 were words of affirmation, quality time, not physical touch. I think yes, acts of service.
Understandable.
Right, and I think it was like even close. I think like it's up on the words of affirmation was like 38%, and the other 2 are like tied.
Okay, cool.
Right, so we're very close and intimate.
I know like this is a bit on track but off track, right? So I saw this post where it said that your love language is what you lacked as a child. Do you think that you would have lacked words of affirmation as a child? Like you would not have got enough of that?
No, I had. I'm now thinking. I had that as a child, but now I'm thinking, if that is what you're accustomed to, and you carry it with you as you get older, so you're accustomed to getting words of affirmation as a child, right? It has been there, and that's when you get older, that is what you know as love.
Okay.
Right?
Well, you see, that's interesting because for me it's kind of different, right? Because like on the bottom of my love languages, I would put gifts, like receiving gifts, and that's what I would have always got as a child.
Right.
And I never would have gotten words of affirmation. So my parents would have never told me they're proud of me, no matter what. Hey, Fix your face.
The sun hearts in the comments.
Fix your face. Right. My parents would have never told me like they're proud of me. They would have never told me that I'm doing good. You know, everything that is like to affirm someone, I wouldn't have gotten.
So would you make sure and get friends now? Get friends and get
friends that would
like a boyfriend or something who would offer those things to you?
Well, yeah, I guess it's important for any relationship or friendship that like you communicate that with them so that they project that onto you.
But it's nothing. Okay, I don't want to go off on that.
Off topic.
But I don't want to say at the same time that you're looking for what you're missing in somebody else. Because you know that could be kind of toxic in a different way also.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be toxic.
Right.
If that's how you feel loved, then that's how you feel loved. I don't think it's toxic in any way. If you make it toxic that, you know, every day your partner has to tell you this 3 times a day and, you know, those things are toxic, but like a little healthy, you know, you look good in that dress or, you know, something like that. I don't think that's...
So what we could do is we'll go through each one.
Okay.
So we'll go through the first one that we both come, which we know is because it's familiar to us, right? And that is the words of affirmation. So this is really when your friend or someone close to you seems down or in need of encouragement, and you will give them confidence. You're gonna have a confidence boost
so
by basically encouraging them and vocalizing genuine words of kindness and encouragement and how much they mean to you and things like that. So basically, it's how you encourage other people. So if you find that you are somebody who you need to hear a compliment, you need to hear somebody say, "Wow, you look nice today. I like your style. I like what you're doing." You need somebody to tell you that notice specific details. So wait, that's a new haircut. I like that haircut. Is that a new nail color? I like that. You know, like you need those sort of different intricate things to be noticed, and not only noticed but vocalized.
Yeah.
To show some sort of appreciation. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think that's accurate.
Alright, and it's also about showing them that you see their progress and encouraging them to keep going and continuously expressing what you like about them. Now for some people this will be tiring.
Yeah, definitely.
It will be tiring because it's like, oh God, I don't need to say it like twice in every second, I love you. You know, I don't need to say it on numerous amount of times that I love you or I care about you or you're my friend.
Yeah, no, like and this is something to say like if like closing off, but I don't want it to be lost. But I feel like the universe like just has a way of putting certain people in your life that will give you those things.
Right.
And if you don't get it, it's not necessarily that the people in your life isn't right for you, but it's possible that they aren't, because the people I am surrounded by, I've never told them, hey, my love language is words of affirmation. They just do it anyway. You know, like that's just how they are. So I feel like that's a possibility too, that the people that is destined to be, you are destined to be surrounded by, they will just be that for you.
Yeah. That makes sense.
I think it does. Like, don't question the universe and whatever. It's in your child.
Okay, so the next one we'll go through is physical touch. This is my least.
That's your least?
My least favorite. You can show encouragement and love through hugs and like pats on the back, right? It means a lot to the physical touch. It means a lot to the physical touch love language types for people to, you know, receive their physical gestures, right? Physical touch are often the hugger types who feel comforted and close to someone through touch. If you're not a physical touch friend, simply letting them hug you or be close to you means a lot to you.
Exactly, that's what I was thinking. Like, imagine somebody's love language isn't physical touch, but your friend.
Close to them.
No, exactly. I mean, like, that's how you know that this person is genuinely your friend, or you know, they care about you because they are willing to do things that make them not really uncomfortable, but they rather not do.
Yeah, I mean, I have a problem with the physical touch. It's just something a little more extreme. So a hug is fine, but then putting your arms around the person continuously, or holding hands with the person continuously. Like you have to go in more and hold hands. And walk
that's
from
honestly as much as that's one of my love languages. I hate that. Like I hate to
so
see
there's
that.
all about balance for some people. Some people it's a bit too much. Yes, physical touch is their love language.
In public though. In public.
Yeah, in public. But then there's in private too. But only you'll be able to measure that, obviously. So the next one, so far we did words of affirmation and physical touch. The next one is quality time. So it's all about showing up and being on time. It's being there when the person doesn't even ask you to be there. It's for you if you need to cancel something, you got to cancel it because you need to make sure and be there and have a sort of presence with the person, right? It's suggesting that all they do things together. So whether it's dates, movie nights, cooking a meal together, going for a walk, or just spending time together. Just time
in each other's presence.
Right. Yeah, time in each other's presence.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Again, I think that for some people it might be too much. Because I had a friend, I remember like there was this guy that she was talking to and she genuinely liked the guy liked her back, and she used to leave him on like red for 2 days. And that's because like she was just like, it's every day you go talk to me, so like imagine being like that with your husband though, like it's every day you go talk to me, so like some people just not on that constant in your space.
But if you really are friends, wouldn't you want, isn't it understood he'll want to spend quality time with someone?
Some people just know. Like I know some people who they will go to parties and they will sit by themselves.
But if you have a best friend, wouldn't you want your best friend to come with you, or
depends on
because
the
let's just say
person.
if you have a boyfriend or a best friend, wouldn't you want the person to come with you?
Not all the time. Not everybody is like that.
Everybody's like that. In my mind, I'm like, if I have that one friend or whatever, I'll do it with the person. If the friend is unavailable, I will still do what I have to do without all of them. But some people are like, oh, I need to have somebody with me. And when they do that, it shows love to the person in a sort of way.
Again, because that is high on your love language list, I think that's why you feel that way.
Yeah, well, that's my.
I think that's why.
You see me how I don't like the physical touch part.
Yeah.
But somebody I might like quality time part. Somebody else wouldn't. But for some people, it's almost like a deal breaker. In some cases, some things are a deal breaker for someone. Like some situations regarding physical touch, regarding quality time, words of affirmation. It's all about balance, respective balance according to who the person is.
Correct.
Next one, acts of service. So it means you're doing things that your friend doesn't really ask you to do. However, you're just doing things to help make their life easier, doing things to show that they care, help alleviate their stress, such as show a listening ear to when they need one, and basically noticing like when they're in a stressful and difficult situation and helping, lighten their load, make things easier and life easier for them.
Yeah.
That's how you show love. So basically, it's also, when they're helping them wash the dishes, helping them plan out their life, get their life together. It's offering to help do something that they don't really need to do, but you just want to do it to help them in some sort of way. What do you think about that?
I don't like
is
that
one.
Deal
breaker?
I don't like that one.
Really?
That one doesn't annoy me.
Acts of service?
Yeah.
So if the person who's doing something, if the person who likes you doing something.
No, I mean like I don't like to do it for other people.
Oh, but that's the next thing too.
I mean, if I genuinely love you,
if somebody who you like, and they end up doing those things to you, you'll be glad.
Yeah, but I don't have the energy for some.
Right, so that's what you said earlier. All about the input and output regarding the 5 love languages.
It depends on how much I care for the person or like the person. Because if I do, I'll do anything for you. But if not, then
you're on your own. You're on your own. I'm here, but you're on your own.
Yeah, I am here for emotional support.
Okay, so far we went through physical touch, we went through words of affirmation, we went through quality time, and we went through acts of service. So the last one will be receiving gifts. So it's the people who enjoy receiving gifts might seem like they are materialistic. However, it's not about that. It's about, the appreciation that you thought about them in the moment.
I could not think about you for our service. I could not think about you because
and you got them something, whether it's to pick up their favorite coffee, to send them your favorite shows, right? To send them tickets to something. So always bring food for them, or always bring, every time you go into town, they bring a little souvenir, pick up something on the Charlotte Street for them,
Okay, honestly speaking, like the small things are okay. The small gifts are okay.
So it doesn't go to the mall and just pick up a little
TV.
A little rituals, or a little Starbucks.
Those things are okay.
So what do you mean? They are the grand scheme of things?
No, I know for me, like being able to deal with it, like doing those things for people are okay. Because again, I do not really like not that I don't care to receive gifts, but I always give. I love to give. Same. So I don't mind doing it for people, but you can't be expecting, I want the iPhone 11 kind of like. Because some people, they like big gifts, they like grand gifts. I know now too.
I'm a giver, so I always give, but I don't necessarily. Again, this is also low on my spectrum of the 5 love languages for me, because I don't really care to receive. But
that don't mean I don't want to receive.
Yeah.
That means I don't want. Like that don't mean like,
so you want to
I never get you anything.
If you want to bring some fries or something to me,
I
will gladly accept it. But again, it's all about the input and output. I know sometimes these things could cause problems. They could cause risks in relationships and
definitely.
friendships.
But again, it goes back to understanding love languages and communicating. Most importantly, I think it's important that you communicate
and say, but what if the person is just unable?
You have to come, like you genuinely have to come to.
And if the person is emotionally unable,
well, stay there.
It's a deal breaker. Like forget it. Like forget it. I done. You can't bring me happiness. I done. You can't contribute to my happiness.
Well, again, it is up to the person who is better at communicating to try to have the conversation. And if like the conversation can't be had, then you can make that decision and be like, well, you're not trying to love me in my love language. There's no going to work out by. Yeah. Like that.
So we want to know, what is your love language? Do you agree with one? Personally, to you, every individual is different.
Yeah.
What is your love language? What is at the top of your list? What is at the bottom? What you really can't take? And what what you need, what you think that you need to contribute as a good friend, a good friendship, to contribute to a good friendship and a good relationship. So we want to know your thoughts, so you can comment those things below, and we'll be replying and reading, looking for some input. And it's all about how we give, how much we want to give and how much we want to receive.
You could also let us know if you had any situations where you express your love language to someone and it didn't work out, anything like that, and we would be happy to sit down and talk about that for you.
So this has been another episode of the Island Vibe podcast. We want to thank you for watching. You can find us on Instagram at the Island Vibe, and be sure to look out for a new episode every week on Tuesday. So until next time,
bye.